Greetings, YouTube. So apparently, there are some people in America that are intentionally making their diesel vehicles produce additional pollution. Let me explain. They refer to it as rolling coal. This is from Slate. Prius repellent is a perfect introduction to the Obama-era's great conservative subculture, the men and women who roll coal. For as little as $500, anyone with a diesel truck and a dream can install a smokestack and the equipment that lets a driver trick the engine into needing more fuel. The result is a burst of black smoke that doubles as political or cultural statement, a protest against the EPA, a ritual shaming of hybrid quote-unquote rice burners, and a stellar source of truck memes. From Vocative, I don't know what that is. It's bad for the environment. That's definitely true, said Ryan. And some of the kids that have diesel trucks can look like tools and can cause a wreck, but everything else about it is pretty good. And finally, there's a roundup from Business Insider for coal roller coverage and YouTube footage. Now, there are two pertinent quotes to this that I'm going to give you. The first is the first comment on the Metafilter thread, which I'll be linking to. This is from earlier this month. I'm pretty sure I hate everyone who does that. That's a wonderful, wonderful quote. And the other one is from my friend Greg, and I apologize, this is going to be explicit. My friend Greg was explicit in this comment, so I'm going to be quoting him. I didn't think I could be surprised anymore by the dumb fuck things people do, but this raises the bar in dumb fuckery. And I have to agree with my friend. This really does raise the bar in dumb fuckery. So, this is an outgrowth of the enduring and unending hatred that some Americans have for the concept and the reality that we have a black president. So yes, I am explicitly laying down the race card. There are some Americans that despise the fact that we have a black president. Flat out. And they have found innumerable ways to express themselves in this manner. And the whole truther, birther thing came out of it. And now we have an example of people who are willing to kill the planet they live on to make a political statement. Now, if they wanted to do something against themselves, for example, there have been cases in the past where people have immolated themselves to make a political statement. That's horrible, and I wish they hadn't done it. But it's a powerful statement that harms themselves and no one else. This, however, is a big screw you to the entire planet. They are intentionally producing excess pollution just to give a big screw you to the president. Now, I don't think these particular kinds of kits should be legal. It should not be legal to make your engine produce more pollution. We have pollution standards in America. If your vehicle produces excess pollution, you can be fined. You can be told your car does not pass inspection. You cannot drive your car on the road until it does pass inspection. So kits that let your car produce excess pollution, in my opinion, should not be legal. We already have a standard that says you can't produce excess pollution. You should not be enabling people to produce excess pollution. That is nuts. But as a political statement, this is pure and simple a whole bunch of people upset that the president is black. And it's disgusting. But this is all about resentment, hence the title of my video. And there's a quote from Nelson Mandela in the body of the thread below the YouTube, the Metafilter links I'll be sending you. That is a wonderful summation of the insanity of this. And as Nelson Mandela said, resentment is drinking poison and waiting for your enemy to die. And that's what these people are doing. They're swallowing resentment and then waiting for someone else to suffer from it. In this case, they're poisoning the entire planet in an attempt to do this. They're harming themselves and their communities and their families and their friends and all life on the world, on this planet, in an effort to make a political statement against a man they will never meet. It's insanity. Literal insanity. And I'm using that word correctly. This is just nuts. we need to move past this. And there are a lot of people that need to process the fact that the world as they may wish it is not the world they have. And they need to move past the fact that the person that they despise so deeply is no better or worse than a lot of politicians they would have voted for gleefully. If a white president had endorsed all the policies that Obama had, no one would have batted an eye. Nobody. Well, okay, the vast bulk of Americans wouldn't. The progressives would be upset, because all the progressives are actually rather upset with Obama, because he's failed miserably at being a progressive. He is a Goldwater Republican. We don't really have many progressives in American politics. It's more's the pity. But this is insanity. Intentionally polluting the planet to make a statement against a man simply because he is of a melanin level that some people don't like. I would be interested in seeing who's doing this, because I can almost guarantee, without doing any research of my own, that no one doing this is brown or black. That everyone doing this is white. And if they were all to get together and have a little meeting, none of them would notice that.